One man gun the pan talk. I remember on the table. Oh, one man gun the pan. Some look that's it.
Right, there's some bigger.
Yeah, man.
No man have to listen me, man. Your name down your man. You feel listen more time, man. Chat too much, man. Stop telling about chat too much, man. You could have heard this and things going on here, so you tell us. Stop fool on no man. Not like you style more time, man. You know listen. Man, me the right here, so. Tell the right here, so turn up. I'm saying, let me show you your vibes.
People. Que pasa, suck, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. People, based on my voice, you could hear that I am under the weather, but like them say, one monkey don't stop any sorts of show. The voice notes or the audio that you heard is of an incident that occurred in a place called Grandland that is in Linstead. Linstead is in St. Catherine. Where this man, picture on your screen right now, his name is Nigel Carty, OC, Crushy or Biggs. He was taken out at about 7 p.m. in the evening. Now people, based on the information what the Popo is saying, they don't really know the motive. However, based on the facts of what happened, it is said that he was playing dominoes along with a group of other men when some people pull up and they were coming for him. He was obviously the target. Based on the information that I got, it is said that he received about 15 pieces, which would be the equivalence of a bucket in a KFC. He was pretty much fried, them cook him goose. When I ask information about this man, what does he do? Is he a legitimate businessman? Them say, well, him kind of live off of the people in the neighborhood. So I ask myself, what does that mean? Is he an extortionist? Does he prey on the people in the neighborhood? Them say, you can kind of say that, but he also keeps party. So in other words, he dibbles and dabbles in criminal activity and legitimate business. So therefore, he mix up and passa. Now the voices that you heard in the voice note or the audio from the video, those are persons that were on the scene. One thing that we've come to the realization in Jamaica is that people can hardly agree as to what happened. Even in DEATH and despair, there's always some sorts of contention, always some sorts of squabble. This person is saying that this is exactly what transpired. The next person is saying this is exactly what transpired. All the time forgetting that a person lost his life. Now people, the truth and the fact is that, like I've always said, whenever you live your lifestyle in a certain way, live in the fast lane, sometimes you are going to see RASH, like them say. Fly like lightning, CRASH like thunder. So therefore, this man might have seen it coming. However, sometimes people tell themselves, listen, it is not going to happen to me. I am invincible. I am untouchable until he gets touched. As soon as I get some more pertinent information, I'll be sure to divulge ASAP, point blank and period. Further on in the news. This one is called Wolves in Sheep Clothing or Wolf in a Sheep Clothing. The picture that you see on the screen, this young man look like an innocent youth. However, what we've come to the realization in Jamaica is that these young men, them not like work. So therefore, whatever way that they can supplement their income, they will dibble and dabble in illegal activity. They will set up person's life, set up people getting robbed. You cannot watch a person's face because you do not know what is in their heart, which is what is most important. The person that you see on the screen, I got this picture along with some caption from a couple of people. Cannot validate or verify if it is indeed true. However, as a blogger, that is my duty to post stuff, and then people can come and say if it's true or not. Based on the information, it is said that they are posting this picture seen on your screen. People need to be aware of him. He is a spy for armed robbers and probably kidnappers. He goes to church and pretend to be a Christian. Please watch out for him because he has ulterior motive. Those ulterior motive is to trap people, get them robbed, get them kidnapped, and possibly even gets them killed. Now people, like me say, this has been posted all over social media. It is hard for me to validate or verify. If you are the family member of this man or this man, please to call me at 1-876-894-2711 to give your side of the story so that I can give your side, her side, and the truth. However, like me said, people be very aware of people. Sometimes them look innocent. Sometimes, like them say, the most evil stuff come in the most beautiful package. So therefore, you can see a pretty sexy, voluptuous girl, and she is a criminal. She wicked, like them say. Them wicked, them wicked, them wicked. Point blank and period. Further on in the news, it is called these dirty, stinking, jankro criminal in a Jamaica, these thieving boy. They have a very selfish agenda. And their selfish agenda, it does not matter if your life is in jeopardy, if you get DEAD or badly hurt on the highway. Now you know that Jamaica has been doing a whole lot of infrastructure, meaning road construction as it pertains to the highway. One of those highway is the Williamsfield to Manchester leg of the highway, going from Clarendon to Manchester, Mandeville, don't know the specific. So therefore, there's a whole bunch of farms along those lands there. So the people Enrock, and this is based on what the man who is in charge, his name is Stephen Edwards, he is the supervisor. He said that the other day there were breaches on the highway. There was a whole bunch of cows, bulls, bull cow them call it in a Jamaica, breach the fence, they on the highway just a graze as if they are easy like Sunday morning or Sunday evening, one of them. However, the good thing is that person saw, call the Popo 911 emergency. They never really answer still, but sooner or later they were on the scene and make sure so them kind of calm down the situation, send back the cow them to their pastures, and so that the motorists can go about their merry business. Based on what the supervisor, Mr. Stephen Edwards, has to say is that a lot of times them put up the fence, them call it barbed wire, and the people them start thief the whole of the fence along the highway. So therefore, that is how the cows come out and out there pretty much a prance on the highway. I want you to take a listen, take a look to what the man has to say, Mr. Stephen Edwards, and then I am going to give my piece.
My heart is heavy because we work hard to ensure that the highway remains safe. But it's very unfortunate that some persons would have gone and vandalized the fencing and caused animals to enter the right of way. So I want to plead with persons out there to please stop doing that because you're putting persons' lives at risk. We're not going to allow that to happen, so we're going to beef up the security on the highway. The breach that occurred on the highway has been repaired and the highway is safe for use.
Now people, we've seen going towards Negril, Westmoreland, that sorts of area, there's been a whole bunch of persons losing their life because of the same reason. Yes, it is negligence by the farmer and negligence by the relevant authority. The cow them just come out, the goat them just come out, and people are speed, especially on the bike. In one specific week, at least 3 persons, including a Popo officer, collided with a cow, collided with a group of cow, and then them lose them life. People in a car, 3 incidents in 1 week, and about 5 in about 2 weeks or so. 5 people lose them life. We saw that the relevant authority came out and said, yes, they are going to get some sorts of pound and they are going to impound animals, and farmers that are negligent are going to be charged people. That is yet to happen. However, fast forward, next place in Jamaica, CMBS, meaning that literally the people might thief the fencing off of the highway for their own selfish agenda. So therefore, these cows not having too much common sense because they are farm animals after all. Them just come out and them a graze. Sometimes they might get a little ticklish and run across the highway. You a drive at not speed like most Jamaicans do. And the next thing you know, your car flip over, cow D-E-A-D. People are D-E-A-D-I-N-G. What is wrong with these criminals? They put their own bills in front of people's life. Their priority is their thieving agenda. Point blank and period. Further on in the news, it is called those who facilitate, encourage and enable criminal elements to come to their town, their city, their district because they are looking monetary gain will soon after realize that these persons are nothing but some leeches, some thief, some scumbags. I am speaking about two individuals that lost their life in Harborview a couple of days ago, a place called Texaco. These two persons' name is Nick, known as Grimy, and the next one known as Timmy. Nick is the older one, Grimy the younger one, obviously. It is said that when they went to that area, Texaco, them tell the people, them say, you know, say, how we used to run off jungle and we blaze up and take away one of the dan in a jungle. So therefore, we have to take away ourselves. The people in Texaco, they were impressed. They must say, them bad man, we want to lock down the place. They were going all over the place. I trust from the bar, I trust from the shop. I tell them, say, they don't know, say, when we go upon some sorts of big lick, we are going to pay off all the bills and everybody is going to be happy. We are going to keep one big party. Until, of course, those bills weren't paid. Until, of course, them start stress out the people. There's a lady known as Sister Janet. She lives in the area. She is well-respected church lady. It is said that Grimy light some sort of fire and she simply said to him, listen, why is it that you're going to light this fire in the area like this? You don't know, so people have out them clothes. You don't know, so people have all sorts of respiratory problem, whatever the case is. Don't know the specific arguments. It is said that him wheel and pop off him big gun and push it up in a sister face. And the people must say, then hold on a minute. Them people are get out of bounds, man. Not only they are not fulfilling their promises of a better tomorrow, they are dissing the people that are known and well respected in the era. So based on information on the street, it is said that they took away Nick at first and then they went for his follow back at Timmy. It is said that Grimy, which is Nick's baby mother that has 2 children for him, she had to pack up an exodus out of the era because maybe she would have been next. It is said that the shopkeepers in the era that got all those promissory notes, they are in celebratory mode because they welcome, they facilitated, they enable these criminals only to realize that a promise is a comfort to a fool. Now people like me say, they came to the people and place, the people and extend the olive branch in a criminality, allow them to be there, thinking that they were going to bring some sorts of proceeds of crime, only to realize that they are parasite like most criminal elements in Jamaica. However, they would soon realize and come to the conclusion that these people have to go. Now people remember the stories that they ran away from jungle, which that is where they're from, and then them claims to them take what they done, so it could be a couple of motive. Maybe it is reprisal from the people in a Tivoli or jungle, or maybe it is the people in a Texaco. Pretty much them get gassed out, lit, gasoline and matches, point blank and period. So anyways people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Bless up.